Hello and welcome to Eledor Plays World of Warships on a Wednesday. Some random guy. This is interesting. I love Star Trek. So it's interesting that they have a thing for it. Oh geez, what's happened? This is really cool. So this is my favorite battleship ever built, battle cruiser, whatever you want to call it. I consider it a fast battleship though, the very first one. The Hood, HMS Hood, which was for about 20 years the largest and arguably most powerful ship on the sea for 20 years. From when it was built in 1921 to about, what, 1939, 1940, around there. About 19 years. It's very low in the water, as you can see there. So basically, whenever it was a bit of a rough sea, water got up around here and just went all over the poor thing. So one of its nicknames was the biggest submarine in the Navy. Of course, this sort of water and getting over everything caused issues because there's vents, there's other things, and water kept getting into those vents, which meant there was a bad case of pneumonia and other lovely airborne diseases, basically getting in, and bacterial diseases getting into all the crew on the ship. So it wasn't a very pleasant ship to be on towards the end of its life, and definitely wasn't a good ship to be on when it exploded. I think 1,500 people died, only 3 survivors from memory. So pretty dang awful. So anyway, we're going to do an operation. I have no idea what it'll be. We're probably going to fail because I'm rusty. I haven't played in a little bit. If you want to have a look at the rest of my ships, we'll just clear all that. So I've got the Hood, which you have to pay for. That is, you do not have a choice in that, unfortunately. I wish they brought back the doubloon options to buying ships, but not doubloon, experience. But they got rid of that a while ago. Fuso, Miyoko. Miyoko is one of my favorites. It's a bit like the ship which Godzilla destroys in Minus Zero. Just got this one, randomly just dropped to me. I don't know how accurate it is. But anyway, we'll leave that alone. West Virginia. The Candy class, which I sort of stopped here because this is essentially the Australia had 2 of these. The Canberra and the HMS Australia, I believe. HMAS Australia. Was it Sydney? No, Sydney was a Leander from memory. Just go off memory here. Don't quote me on it. And then good old King George V. Nice solid pounder. One of the big issues the Hood always had is it never got properly modernized, because this is not a modern superstructure for a Royal Navy battleship. If it was properly modernized, it should have looked like this. It should have had a Queen Elizabeth Castle, what's it called? Was it Queen Anne Castle? Queen Elizabeth Castle. It's one of those. Which is basically this sort of superstructure. It would have had these type of guns put on it instead. Would have had better anti-air, because when you look at this, it's got close to the these guns here. They're not even fully sealed in, which meant it would be awful to be on them. But there's only a small number of them. There's only 7 of those guns. Can we get out of that view? Thank you. So you got 1, 2, 3. No wait. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's another 3 on the other side. These are dual purpose, so they can shoot down aircraft. I think they can in there. Yeah, there they are. So they're only 102mm, which is 5-inch. 4-inch. Sorry, 4-inch. But yeah, they're, unlike a lot of the others, there's minimal machine guns. I've got a little bit of these, some of these rocket things which are kind of useless. Some targeting thing. No, that's a spotlight. But you go to the King George, Again, these are dual purpose. I do believe. Yeah, they are. 133mm, which is 5-inch. Or 4.5. I think it's 5-inch. It's got lots of the... It's got a lot better anti-air type setup. You've got lots of little spots all over the place. So it's a much more modern setup. It's also more compact. You look at the hood, it's just got so much real estate, which is basically unused. All this section here could have had guns. They just didn't do it. And the other issue is these little towers were weak points. Because they were how ammunition got from the ammunition stores up into the guns. And they're all the way along. They just made these massive, a lot of weak spots. So I think where the ship got shot was around here, or might even be over here. Although from Drax's video, it's about here. But anyway, let's get going. I don't know how long it's going to take to start, and I'm probably going to die. Hopefully not. As you can tell, I'm a bit of a ship nerd. Never will be on a ship. I get seasick really easily, but you know, I like the fun of a battleship or a battlecruiser. And again, I like to say the Hood is actually the first fast battleship. It's the first one to really put the concept in place. It had armor comparable to battleships of the era, so its armor is comparable to a Queen Elizabeth class battleship. It's definitely on par with the Revenge class as well. Unfortunately, it was just an old armor system, and it needed, when they realized the flaws of it, they never really got a chance to fix them, which meant moving around the armor inside the internals to change where things went. Okay, okay, we're blowing up a base. Alright, I gotta avoid what I usually do, is just charge straight in. Yeah, probably want that one. So we're destroying enemy forts. What do we got? A nice owl. Okay.
Awaiting instructions.
I love this ship. Ooh, I love that sound.
Enemy heavily damaged.
Maybe I should have used the armor piercing. Oh. There's always one big problem with battleships, is just that long reload time. Well, they should not.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
And that dispersion was terrible. Okay, we're gonna... Is that a cruiser? Can't read what that is. Nuremberg. Okay. So it's a German heavy cruiser. Light cruiser? Heavy cruiser. Did I get that? Oh, I got a ding and took out its rudder. I'll take that as a win. Do I have a carrier? No.
Bullseye.
Okay, what do we got over there? It's another Nuremberg. Okay. Oh, don't... Oh, the battleship's this side. Fun. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to go in. Ah, it's a destroyer. Don't want to go in there. Just constantly changing my weapons. What's he doing? Is he reversing? He's reversing. Turn, 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 turn. Hood has a terrible turning circle. Oh, jeez. No, stop turning, don't want to whack him. About there.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Wasn't bad. I'll take that. Let's get turning. That's always one of the biggest issues is turning with the Hood. You leave yourself open so badly. And changing between high explosive and armor piercing, because armor piercing is generally better against battleships. What kind of battleship? Oh. Bayern. It's an oldie. It's a battle cruiser from memory. I feel like the battleship's already gone anyway. Keep going battleship. I think it's a battle cruiser. Bayern.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Cool. There, I believe there might be a repair point we can go to as well. This does not play like normal water warships, these operations, so I do like them because of that. But, yeah, I am not a good player at this game, and I'm going to be bluntly honest in that one. Hood is a pay-to-win ship, if you can call it that. So it's a very easy ship to stuff up with and get yourself killed, because it's, as with most ships, its armor is not that great. It's not as great as you think it is anyway. Not bad. It's about... Try that. I don't know if I set myself up. Ooh! Oh, non-penetration. That's disappointing. Okay, so we've got to take out those ships as well. No more destroyer. Guy's gonna swing around in front of me, so I'm gonna turn away from him. This is why ship accidents can be so bad. It's just how long it takes to turn. Most ships do not have the speed and agility of a battleship, and a battleship's are big and slow and chunky. Contributing more, I'm not doing a lot.
Enemy severely damaged.
Really? He's gone. My shots is cracking around him. Maybe that one will hit.
Reconnaissance reporting.
Well, he's dead.
Enemy reinforcement approaching.
I've done barely any damage.
Attention. Main task complete. Retreat to the designated area.
I'm trying to take out a few though. Ow. That was getting taken out. We'll be good. Fury and Dono. I think they're Bismarcks. So I think our evacuation point is that that bit there. What's the haven? Nice, I got bashed up. I really got touched. Look at me, I'm sitting here. It's barely scratched. I've also got no damage. Anyway. Switch back to them. I feel like my gun crews would be going, what the hell is on with him? What is he doing? It's a Fuso. I can take a Fuso. Fusos are a tier 6 Japanese battleship. They have 14-inch guns. Just keep an eye out for anything else. They have a lot of guns though. So I think the only ship with more guns at that size range is Rio de Janeiro. Try and put maneuver. Oh, I got hit. I got hit. That hurt a little bit. I think I'm bracket above us. And they're also very slow. But, again, inaccurate.
Reconnaissance reporting. The second enemy reinforcement party is approaching.
Alright, hit the side. Whew. Oof. So Hood does have good armor. Yeah. Is that gonna hit? Technically that hit. God, I'm terrible today. I said I am out of practice, and I'm not a what I would call a good player. What am I looking at? Why is he just sat there? Down here. Are you reversing? He's reversing. Alright, I'm gonna try and cut her in. It's gone. Cool. It's still going for me, is it? That's better. Alright, turn away. Did it. Perfect. I'm gonna get so blasted right now.
Reconnaissance reporting. The third enemy reinforcement party is approaching.
Gone.
ship is on fire.
Probably shouldn't have done that.
Problem solved, sir. Ship is on fire.
Doesn't really do anything, but whatever. Fire damage you can repair from, and you do slowly get rid of fires over time. Although it'll take forever this time. Oh, that's terrible. I miss a few of those. Okay, I've got an Ober and another bear.
In 5 minutes.
Dispersion is awful. So this is a sphere we're meant to get into to finish.
Reconnaissance reporting. The 4th enemy reinforcement party is approaching.
The ship is on fire.
Joke. It's that guy that's taking his time. He's taking his time. I'm just getting smalled there.
Problem solved, sir.
Okay, let's try and take out this York. Is that gonna miss? No.
Confirmed penetration.
Almost perfect. Little secondaries are firing off, as you can see.
Torpedoes dead ahead. The ship is on fire.
Reconnaissance reporting. The 5th enemy reinforcement party is approaching.
Torpedoes
So
support.
good, just killed at this point. He's gonna torpedo me, I know it. There's gonna be a bunch of torpedoes coming my way right now.
Problem solved, sir.
Oh, the great old Bismarck, huh? What is that nice Val doing? What am I doing? Where's my angles? Good. Okay, we got through. I lived. Nice out, didn't? Right at the end. Oh, we failed, did we? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. What have we got in those containers? Let's have a look. This is so over the top, it's silly. And here's our gacha game. We'll just go with coal. It's easy. We can do stuff with coal. We can actually get ships with coal. Yeah, it's all useful, I guess. Get that. Got other maps you can go and look at. Got this weird one. Just saw pop up. Got some chick just in the back there relaxing. Did you get a good look at what the hood really looks like? Yeah. Huge middle section. The reason this hood was so long, because for its age when the engines were built, I think engines take up a huge section of the hull. It's got like what are the engine size? I think it's mentioned here. Yeah, 144 horsepower engine back in 1920, which got up to speeds which were not matched until that's not the correct speed. It should be 31, but it wasn't matched until things like the Bismarck and the Iowas and what was the ones before them? The North Carolinas came out. So those were the only ships which could really compare to the hood. You had the Congos from Japan, but Congos are really... where's Congo? Do I have Congo? Oh, I sold my Congo, did I? Japan. Japan had the Congos, which are the only real equivalent speed vessel, but they were a much lighter... armed ship with a proper battle cruiser type setup. They were built by actually, I think the Congo was the last ship the British built for someone else, and then the last three were actually built in Japan. So it's actually technically a British design, if you want to look at it that way. And I think one of the funniest things about history is that the only British-built battleship left anywhere in the world is in Japan in a concrete, it's buried in concrete essentially. I think it's the... what was it? Koto? I think it's in the... no, it's not. I thought it was up here in the list. Might be in the shop. I can't remember what it's called. It's a tier 2 battleship in this, but it's... which is unusual because there's only tier 3 battleships. That's where it usually starts. Battleship, Japan. Mikasa, that's it. This beautiful old thing. Last British battleship left intact in the world. Technically, it's not really an intact though. It's just the ship itself is fine, but it's instead of water, it's got concrete all around it. You can, I think it's a tourist attraction. So next time someone goes to Japan, look it up. So it won the fight with the Russians and established Japan as an international imperial power. Come what may, you will think of that. Whatever. Anyway, that'll be it for today. Thank you for watching, guys. If you want to leave a like or subscribe, feel free to do so. This is one of those games I play off and on. Haven't played in a while, but I do play it occasionally. I said I'll have to play it occasionally to get up to tier 7. But I'm not a super avid player, otherwise I'll be up to tier 10. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to leave a like and subscribe, which I already said, feel free to do so. And keep doing what you're doing, guys. Cheerio.